Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just What I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. Man, oh man. It's been a while since I recorded. A long time. Yeah, no, I do not remember. I think could have been close to a month, maybe even more. In any case, quite some time. Off camera, however, at some point I decided, like, you know what? I guess I could help myself, or my future self, by doing roulettes. Just the daily roulettes. To level up my characters. So the thing that happened is that my paladin, my warrior white mage, and scholar are all already level 60. Since scholar and summoner share the same XP bar, they also level up, like they're both level 60. And my monk is almost level 60. So another thing that you may have noticed is that I also changed some glamour stuff. So my paladin is still the same, relatively the same. I have level 60 gear that I bought from the marketplace. I, however, also bought myself a different sword. This is a Sword of the Round, which is a sword that you can normally only get after beating a certain trial or whatever, but you can just buy these on the marketplace, so it's not that crazy. And I got like a little bit of a fancier shield. For the warrior, I got a different weapon because I also reached level 60, and I also, as you can see, glamored them to be more warrior-like. The only thing that I don't really like too much about this particular set is the gun shells. But aside from that, it works. And my white mates, or my healers in general, I've created this outfit for my healers, which kind of works, so there's not much else I can say about it, really. Then my monk you've already seen, which is honestly one of my favorite glamours that I made. A lot of these pieces, by the way, are from PvP. So doing, you can do like daily stuff like frontline PvP, and then if you reach a certain amount of XP in, let me go and check actually. I can take a look at this. So my PvP profile over here, it's the series rank basically. So when you rank up in a series rank, you can get trophy crystals, which you can then trade for a lot of different glamour stuffs. And if you go even farther, you can get stuff like these minions, and at the end this this mount, and just a lot of trophy crystals. And then my Dragoon, which is kind of a work in progress. There's some work to be done on this one, it's not particularly finished yet. Ninja also has a nicer glamour with some pretty snazzy weapons. I like this quite a lot. Then I also changed my bard to this, with, you know, the rock bow. And then Black Mage still has the same thing, however Summoner has a slightly different thing. Because they're level 60, it allowed me to wear this top over here. Also, since it's been a while since I recorded, I have no idea how the commentary quality is going to be, because it's been a while. I think I'm going to continue running around with Monk now, maybe? Man, let me go and check my duties, though, because how many dungeons have I already done? Because I've done 1, 2, 3, and then 4, which means that the next thing I would need to do is as Monk. The next dungeon, in theory. Sure. I'll take it. I don't really know what I'm going to do, though. Am I going to run around with my monk? Because I feel like my monk's not going to level up anymore. Not in the Realm Reborn. So I just go and run around with Black Mage instead. Right. Let us continue the side quests, which I definitely remember what I was doing. You know. Malt wine. Sour red. Cooked with various spices and citrus rinds over a low flame so as to preserve the alcoholic content. Also, I've not been awake for that long, so... Oh. So, you know. Just keep that in mind. That my voice may sound weird in the beginning. And then eventually turn back to its normal state. Or maybe it's just gonna always be the same. Who freaking knows? Right. Somebody want some wine? Hello. My wounds heal for sure and certain. Not so stiff and sore no more either. Let's see. Heated in the warm springs beneath Ogomero, this malt wine is said to cure countless ailments. And those ailments it cannot cure, it will help one forget. Obliged, adventurer. It's a mug of good medicine there. Wouldn't mind taking some of that back to the front. Hello, man. Ah, it's smart. I know. I'm counting my blessings. Don't you make those eyes at me. Just saying it's smart. Oh, that is the spot. I don't think that kind of burn. Wait, what? I don't mind that kind of burn. It's a fine thing being alive, and don't mind me none. I like you all. Just like my own Livy. I just like my own Livy more. Livy? Sure, I guess. Been through a lot together. Damn, I can barely remember a time when everything didn't hurt. I feel like I've always been here. Thank you and cheers. Oh, hot and spicy, just like the horn we raised when the sergeant was wedded, and when the little-haired private fell. All my friends. I'll be back, you steel-chewing roughnecks. Hello. Look at that. I do believe I can move that foot a little more. Sure helps with the hurt too. Thank you, Adventure. You'll see we'll be on our feet and halfway to being the warrior of light before you're done warming another battle. I would rather not have to do that, but, you know, side quests are side quests, I guess. Right. Let's see if I remember how to play Black Mage. I've not played Black Mage in a long time. Also, hello. That's a hunt over there. And a pretty nasty looking one at that. Well, any tomberry is nasty looking in my opinion. Can I kill you with just this? Yeah. I love Firestarter. It's such a nice ability. I find it kind of unfortunate when you reach higher levels of Black Mage that you don't really use Firestarter that much anymore. You still use it, mind you, but just not that much. Right. Or at least you can use it, I think. Right. Hello. Thank you for your kindness, Adventure. They're soldiers you met. They may be champions for our way of life. But here they are sisters and brothers, sons and daughters. They are so young, most of them, and so hurt in spirit and body. Most will return to the front, and some will not even survive to come under my care again. It's what they want and what we need of them, I know. But I tell myself that I heal them so that they can become farmers and smiths, alchemists and arrangers, arrangers, mothers and fathers. For a few will be true. That will have to be enough. Red wine. Right, and then the other quest. Oh, Godbird, hello. I totally forgot that you were here. Most kind, you are most kind to bring me the oil of salamander. A thick, sticky oil collected from the underbelly of a river-dwelling salamander. I had a need of a large horn and made the grievous error of visiting a great buffalo with a handsaw. He liked it not, and I sustained a most horrific scratch. It smarted so, and the ache. Oh no, I was not thrown, I'm not so green as that. No, when the beast shook its head, I stepped backwards, slipped and fell. Then I fell again later, strolling back to the dock cart. No need to be shy, you are an adventurer, and I am a goldsmith. The body is simply an instrument, in occasional need of oiling. Oil, madam! Oil, I say! Come, my body awaits your ministrations. The relief, again, I say. Ah, I can feel soothing fingers working into every knot. That is your cue, madam. Soothing fingers now, please. Bite at 12, that feels good. Now quickly, with the rubbing. Ah, the healing tingle. Bite at 12, that feels good. Now quickly, with the rubbings. Oh, God, man. No, pardon me. Your skill was so great that I was quite transported. Truly, no old attendant could have done better. Sublime! I shall now have a brief drowse, then soak in the springs until sundown. After that, a humble meal with white wine from my own stock. My own stock? Yeah, my own stock. And perhaps peaches. Okay. Thank you for your service, Adventure. It seems he believes Brontes Lake to be some sort of a retreat for the rich. He paid a very handsome fee for his stay thus far, and profusely complimented us on our asceticism. That's a word. Hello. First one thing, then another. That goldsmith passed out from too much heat. We informed in time and again this past week not to stay in so long. Honestly, I do not trust myself to tend to this fool, for I have a mind to strangle him. If a poke revives him not, throw a bucket of lake water on him. There was ice on this morning. Jesus. Just not a sound. He's dead! Lake water. Ice cold water gathered from Bronze Lake. Hmm? Wrath of Relicar, what are you doing? Oh, it's you, she of strong yet tender fingers. I was lost. I freely confess it. I came to this retreat an artisan whose craft had lost its savor, enriching myself by indulging customers' grossest tastes. I was ready to suffer privations, and I did. But today, several hours into the ordeal of the scaling water, my life flashed before my eyes. Then, there I saw forms exquisite. Filigree masks, steel cut to shine like diamonds. Graceful galleries of electrum where emeralds took the air with pearly suitors. I must return to Ul'dah, to my workshop. Okay. I actually never noticed that sign up here. Our goldsmith has departed for home. I'm glad to say, blah. He left you this ring, a token of his appreciation, he says. The stone is taken from a fragment of Dalamud itself, created in abiding faith that out of the worst may come beauty. It sounded as though he lost something, or someone in the calamity. The ring is the only thing I have made in the last 5 years, he said. And now I would like Lyn to have it. Extraordinary. A very unexpected turn of events, I must say. I still think him utterly mad, but no doubt he is a more fascinating one. I don't suppose he'd have given me the ring even if I... Well, no use fretting over a song already sung. There we go. It's actually been a long time since I heard that particular jingle. Let me go into my chocobo saddlebag and throw the materia in there. All of the materia. Materia. Still have a lot of random bits. And the bomber cores, of course, which I need for my relic weapons. Yay! Or my one relic weapon that I'm gonna make from a Realm Reborn, because fuck that, I'm not gonna do any more. I've been there and I've done that, I'm not doing that again. Gagaroon has good business. Good needs deliver. Good goods need the delivery. But Gagaroon busy, too busy. Have hot box lunch. Kikirn, well, I don't know. Hot box lunch. Lunch for Tanga Tonga and Thalios. Your take for Gagaroon. Leave me be, I'm too hungry to continue my research, let alone receive visitors. Light and fluffy Lenosian toast. 2 boiled wildfowl eggs. A poached Apkalu egg and a cup of turtle egg soup. A veritable egg lover's dream. This is a Kikirn and a hotbox lunch from Memory's trading post. How did you... Thank you, friend. At last I will be able to hear myself think over the growling of my stomach. I was so eager to come study the fossils, I never gave any thought to how I'd take my meals. I've neither the time nor the materials to cook on my own, so the training post has been a godsend. I'm always happy to be on the receiving end of a nice, hot box lunch. I'd rather just take the money. Give me your money. I know it's no easy thing to make making your way out of here, out to where I am. I could use someone like you around here. How would you like to aid in my excavation? I do what I can on my own, but I need someone to brave the more dangerous places, such as atop the bones themselves. Set out in my place and see what fossils there are to be found. If possible, I would prefer a variety of specimens. A round fossil. Magnificently round. Outrageously round. Right. And an oblong. find it kind of crazy how fast the time goes when I record. It's like already 15 minutes. I'm like, dang. That's fast. Found something, have you? Come, let me have a look. The ossified bone of some long dead beast. Or man! The groove patterns on this roundish fossil suggest it may be a shell of some sort. Ah yes, these are fine specimens. These long narrow bones likely belonged to some sort of giant sea creature devoured by Thalios. From the looks of it, I'd say it was about the size of an adult kubu, all told. And this round fossil, well, I've developed a theory that it is the shell of a parasitic organism. I found countless others like it concentrated, near the remains. These are good finds, my friend. Both are testaments to the sheer enormity of Thalios. Ah, forgive me. The scholars tend to assume all know as much as our subject matter as we. Do you know of the tale of Thalios? It is said Limlian summoned a massive serpent upon the primordial dry, and from its belly it spewed forth the waters which became the seas. We have no proof the remains that lie here are the Thalios. Indeed, whatever beast this was first came to be called that by virtue of its size alone. But I, for one, now dare to believe. It just may be that that these bones are those of the divine serpent that brought life into this world. Cool. Cool story, bro. Right, that is Upper Lanoche done. Onwards to Outer Lanoche. There's also beast type stuff which I haven't really touched that much. I do have an idea about... Oh no, wait, yeah, right, I need to unlock these still. We're gonna see how we're gonna do that. Honestly. Still don't really know how I'm gonna deal with that. Hello. Adventure, right? What do you got for us? A plea to Blowden, a formal request by one Bloggiball to be reinstated into his former Maelstrom unit. A letter. Can't drink that, eat that, or keep a warm bed with that. Especially when it's from that pup Bloggiball. Listen, what do they call you, Lynn? We're the Red Swallows here, the most roughneck levy in all of the Maelstrom. Most of us come from what you might call a privateer background. We're the teeth of the Maelstrom. What I'm saying is, you want to know where the worst of the fighting is? Just look for the red swallows. It's at the front, not a moment of rest from the kobolds, and no place for a pup with half-healed wounds. The kid has his heart in the right place, I'll warrant that, but he's like to get it blown out of his chest if he toddles on back here. He's just going to have to sleep in a soft bed and eat food that ain't full of weevils until he heals up. Okay, let's go and begin then. The commissary finally received a shipment this morning. That should make things a bit easier around here. The brass sent me a fresh warm water trout, fresh warm water trout, the biggest I've seen. The privilege of command, eh? But I can't really eat it myself. My 3 best scouts haven't had anything like real food in weeks. They're out finding paths and breaking kobold skulls every day, so I'm gonna ask you to grill that fine trout and serve it to him. We may fly the flag of the Maelstrom now, but in past years, me and my crew were some of the scurviest pirates to set sails. To sail the seas. Whatever. Traded in our Jolly Rogers for the Crimson and Black when Merlewip assumed the admiralship. Aye. Our days of pillaging and plundering may be behind us, but a pirate never loses his nose for treasure or glory. Or glory, whatever. If you can convince my crew that there is a fortune to be had in fighting the kobolds, I suspect you find them more agreeable to join your cause. Say, for instance, if there were a healthy bounty for any buccaneer who made a name for him or herself in the kobold war. I believe something like that might just be arranged. Aye. Why don't you convey the message to my men? Oh, you. Yeah, you, the honey-faced one with all the buckles. I've got a job for you. I need me some raptor claws, but the pistons gave me so much trouble that I clean forgot I was killing them, practical-like. Got mad, bashed their heads in, and walked away whistling. The carcass be lying around somewhere near. Got a few of my arrows through him. Fetch me the claws, my wild roast, and I might be back in that practical mood. And one more thing. You see those arrows of mine? Bring back the heads. It's easy enough to fletch an arrow, but arrowheads don't grow on birds. This could be the largest warm water trout ever to have lived. Past tense. I like that simple, just past tense. A bounty on the kobolds. Keeps a grog flowing over, bottomless bowls of grub, and buxom wenches on each arm. Oh, that sounds like a right tasty proposition. Now where'd I put my cutlass? Where's my cutlass? Is there somebody... Oh no. Wait, what? Oh, I put the fish in. I just needed to, you know, actually cook it. There we go. Arr! Wow. I've been meaning to buy a new peg leg for my old mate, and his bounty you speak of will let me do just that. Raise the mast tomorrow. I set sail for Kobold territory. How's we going to get this quest? I would face dangers countless times together, ever since our pirating days. That was our last mission, when the five of us set sail together and only I returned. I'm not fool enough to hold out hope that my comrades still live, but not having so much as a scrap of thread, thread to remember him by, it pains me like a sabre in the gut. Might you go to the battlefield and bring back a memento of my fallen brothers? Isn't getting easier. Getting out every day, especially with that smell of fish grilling. Superstitious small folk believe one gains the memories of any being he eats. Ask yourself this, do you truly wish to know where this warm-water trout lived? How does warm-water trout live? What's this now? The commander had you grill it up for us? Look at the size of this thing. But the next time... Is this a man or a woman? I think it's a man, actually. Oh, whoopsie. But next time, give us a suckling pig. I'm steel, hear me, you mole bastards, I'm steel! Commander sent a plate, eh? Smells good. Usually like beef, hot and bloody, but this'll do nice for a check or snack, whatever. 12 watch over me. And if I should perish before this day is over, may I take as many of the enemy as I've known doxies. Trout! Bah, fancy for a fat hen. There are 4 things I like. A bit of petticoat, a mug of sour beer, a leg of fowl, and a whole lot of dead kobolds. I swore to myself that my pirating days were through. But deep within, I've always longed to sail the open seas again. Aye, this is the chance I've been waiting for. Yeah, once again, couldn't see if they were a man or a woman. What are you, a man or a mouse? Bounty for fighting the kobolds. Well, why'd you not say so sooner? I've never cared much for discovery beasts. Tell the captain I'll be sailing east on the morrow. Also another quest. Camp Overlook may as well be an island. The roads ain't worth plopping a supply train unless you like to, dunno, feed kobolds or something. So anything that needs to get in there, they goes by balloon. Jeez, the up and ups. Well, these freaking, like, Jesus Christ. I always choose the best freaking moments to like stop recording for a little bit and then return, and then it's like, hello, this is pirate speak, pirate speech. FL. The up and up's not what it's cut out to be though. Got them condors what try and muck with the balloons. Sure would appreciate them being, you know, that or something. That's my boys, no respect except when it counts. Mark my words, soon as your back was turned, all 3 fell to, swore it was the best thing they ever tasted. We're a crew, you hear me? Them that's here, them that's gone, them that's eaten their hearts out at Bronze Lake. Red swallows do for each other, and Ifrit never takes the hindmost, because there ain't ever anyone left behind. So you had little trouble winning over my crew? Aye, once a pirate, always a pirate. The skull and crossbones of Limsa set sail once more, and I pity any beastmen caught in their wake. So many quests. Don't let the looks fool you. The kobolds make a bad enemy. They've forgotten more about smelting and alchemy than some of the lot on our side have ever known. They know more? No, they've forgotten more, yeah. All that matters is the kobolds can make golems, and war's a thing that kicks down the door between can and do. You know about the ancient golems up in the floating city of Nim? The scouts tell me the moles are gathering materials in the ruins. Once they make more golems and send them against us, we're as good as done. I got no men to spare. And you're not the worst I've seen. Put a stop to their shopping trip before it starts raining golems. Here's how this water's going to run. You find a golem and get its soulstone. You put that on a likely spot as bait and put an end to any kobold that shows up. And here, take these bottles of water. My boys tell me they didn't like the look of the kobold's armor. But you know alchemy, it'll wash. Well, we can't let my men have all the fun now, can we? What say you join us in a little operation that's sure to hit the kobolds where it hurts the most, in the Crucible? As you know, the beasts pride themselves on their alchemical skills. We've located a hidden storehouse containing a prototype for a new crucible. I don't know what it's capable of, and I am not of a mind to find out. I would charge you with drawing the kobold's attention while my levies seize to the crucible. Take these makeshift bombs to Iron Lake, where you'll find stores of sundry provisions belonging to the kobold army. I trust you'll know what to do from there. And mind you, the bigger the explosion, the better. Actually, I really like how just silent is around here. Just peace and quiet every now and again. This is gonna sound very weird, but I've like really learned to enjoy just the silence every now and again. Right. Well, I used to have that, like, back in my day when I was a young boy. I did always like just like sometimes sitting somewhere and just enjoying the quiet. Like an old man. No, I don't need to do this. Fuck it. Scathe. Is good enough. Or scath. Scathe. I have absolutely no idea. That's another one. There we go. And then a golem. A magic imbued heart of a golem. I do still kind of wish there was like more to the city of Nim than just this view and the other thing. I'm also going to this because otherwise this is going to take a while. Wow, but that's a lot of fire and not a single fire starter. That's sad. I'm stuck on a rock. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Please let me do this before you hit me. Nice. I think I've talked about this earlier too, but you need to be basically, I think, 11 levels higher than the enemy to make them stop attacking you. The type of hastily thrown together explosive is used. This type, sorry, is used by the Red Swallows as part of their fight and flight battle tactics. See if I can get this without them aggroing me. And since I'm only level 51, it means that these level 41 enemies are going to attack me. Son of a bitch. That could, in my opinion, be like a reason why you would want to do this stuff at like higher level characters, but I still kind of want to get the XP, although it's not that much. At least I can get like a very small progression with a class that isn't, or a job that isn't level 60. Or almost level 60. Bap. There we go. Returned, have you? Did you find out of my fallen comrades? Members of the Mealstrom Grand Levy, known as the Red Swallows, use these bronze tags to identify the bodies of their fallen brothers. Sniffle sob. I know I wouldn't have made it. It wouldn't have made no difference. But I just wish I could have been with them at the end. But any tears shed would be a little more than drops in the ocean, I must take up their fight and see that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, sweet thing, get me my claws and arrowheads. A 6-hill retractable claw found on the velociraptor's middle toe, used to slice the bellies of its prey. This handicaps the victims, ensuring they are still alive when the raptor begins to feed. The pronged waves on the edge of this deadly head arrow allow for easier entry into the target's flesh, while making it more difficult to remove. Appreciate it, dear heart. Why the long face? You think we're that low on supplies? Listen, Crumpet, the kobolds can't leave metal be. Any we throw them, even arrowheads, back to their burrow it goes, and smelt into new arms. So the orders are: give them no metal, make arrowheads out of claws, shirt a bit of the cook's gingerbread, and haul back any steel or bronze arrowheads. Comes natural, like to us as seafaring folk, you know. We be scrimpers. Yes. My mama. Mama told me before I went to sea, girl, you're strong as a horse, fast as a snake, and brave as the whole company here is put together. But your sister's the clever one in the family. Leave the thinking to others. But there's no leaving anything to anyone else out here. So I was thinking about how about we tame some curls? They'd rip through kobolds. Just go out there, tie around a curl, and catch it with this big sack. You got the fix for that, I'll bet. Oh, I'm not good at catching. I get too wild, and before I know it, it's all killed or spent. No sweet thing. This one needs your touch. Sweetly done, adventurer. We won't have to look over our shoulders for an army of golems now. Risking little bloods now saves wallows of it later. Good work. Well, I reckon I heard those blasts all the way from here. We're pleased to know that the operation was a rousing success. The Crucible is no more. Alright, this should keep the kobolds quiet for a spell. Nothing like the pleasure of a job well done. I reckon the grog we guzzled tonight will be the finest we've had in months. Even more. Well met, Lynn. Thanks for the other times. You're not soft, I'll give you that. I have a job that needs a hard last to kill. That needs a hard last to kill. Sure, whatever. Searching for kobold scouts. My boys say there are at least 3 of them somewhere on the hill. You can handle yourself, can't you? Aye, the Pirates of Limsa have added another chapter to our legend, and we couldn't have done it without you. On behalf of my entire crew, you have my thanks, adventurer. In a perfect world, the mere word of our triumph would convince any pirate captain still sailing aimlessly in search of treasure to quit our plundering and fight the good fight. But I know as well as any that coin is the quickest and oftentimes the only way to a pirate's heart. I've drafted a full report of the operation along with the suggestions that the Maelstrom institute generous rewards for any pirate, be he captain, cook or swab, who contributes to their cause. I'd be most obliged if you would deliver it to Commander Ricky. And after you do that, send my regards to Swafswin. Tell her I'm waiting for her. You saw the damn condors. Core, it's a shiny piece of news. The balloon gets around, you know, and that's important in a war. Goes one place, then the next, like. Wish I was a balloon. Tell the truth, some of them that's comrade to me scared of drawers. Wow, jeez. Some of them that's comrade to me scare the drawers off of me. Wild about fresh meat, they are. Like to kill you for it. Corsairs. They used to be, I hear. Yes. I still have no idea what relic weapon I'm gonna get from Reborn, because I like all of them. And I dislike a lot of the other relic weapons of the other tiers. Oh, I just remembered something else I need to go and change about my... I'm actually gonna have to change my my monk rotation, so... Well, it's not particularly like changing the monk rotation, specifically. Well, kind of. Like, I'm gonna be changing it for me. I'm actually gonna change it to the way that you're supposed to do it, I'm pretty dang sure. I will explain in due time. And with that I mean probably after I'm done with these quests. Thank you for the fighter starter. Okay. Whoopsie. Can I please? There we go. Hey, good looking. Catch my curl yet? You shudder to think that a thin layer of burlap is all that separates you from a flurry of fang and claws. I'll ride a real damn curl. Wait till I tame this thing, the kobolds ain't gonna know what hit him. Won't know, cause they'll all be in pieces. How's am I going to tame this thing? How is it unusual like? Do you just send them or talk to them? Put a glass on you as soon as I heard there was fighting. Had you pegged for a hellcat? You shouldn't want to give up the road and join us here. There's enough kobolds to go around. There's something a touch familiar about those kobolds you saw too. I've seen someone move that way before. I could swear to it. It'll come to me, if we have even that much time. I've been racking my brain over those scouts you slew, and now I remember where I last saw them. They belong to that cursed priest. The priest, the leader of the kobolds' 129th order. The only lot to ever make it past our sentries and into this camp. This camp's supposed to be like a ship. You might get a broadside, but you'll see it coming. You're supposed to be safe here, but it wasn't safe that night, and one of mine almost died. Young swallow, new maid. Easy pickings for the moles. They slipped in on a rainy night, and when it was over, we found Bloggaball. He'd been lying out in the rain, and there were rills the color of roses running off of him. I hadn't kept him safe in his own camp, see? So the Sawbones had to save him. I've amends to make the priests got to die. Wait, what? I've amends to make the priest got to die. There we go. If the priest is here, that means there are cobalt bombs nearby. When the 129th retreats, they go in fire and thunder. That's their way. You go to the bombs and set them off yourself. He'll come scampering to see what's amiss. Take him then. You may not be one of mine, but you're a red one. Steel to soul. I can count on you. Take the smoldering coal, use it on the bombs. Since that night, I'll not misprize the priest's guile. Already the whole camp's on alert, fearing to avenge Bloggaball. If this is one of the kobolds' tricks, then they're thinking of ambushing us here. They won't live long enough to regret. They won't live long enough for regrets. There we go. Anyway. So. The thing that happens with Monk is quite interesting in my humble opinion. So. I'm gonna change something which is gonna screw with me so much. So you know True Strike, yeah? So at some point I decided to replace True Strike with Twin Snakes. Because Twin Snakes gives you the Disciplined Fist buff. And back in Ye Olde Day, I was thinking like, you know what, only 20 extra potency, that's not even worth like doing. But now that I've like played the game a lot more, I'm like, 20 potency for like a monk who attacks pretty dang quickly? Like, DPS is DPS. That's the entire thing that a DPS needs to do, is get more DPS. So what I'm going to do is make the most sacrilegious fucking thing I could ever do and change my rotation. However, I don't really know how quite yet. I guess I could put this on E and then put that on F. Maybe? Is that gonna work? I just really like my rotation as it is. So changing this is a pain in the ass. The thing is I could do 1, 2, 3, E, and then 1, 2, F, E. Because that seems like such a weird thing to do. The thing that I would love to be able to do is just this. Really. Then I can do 1, 2, and then that. However, then Rock Breaker needs to be somewhere else. So I guess I'm going to put that on E then, and then put Demolish on F. Oh boy, my friends. This is going to be a situation. But we're not going to think about that at the moment. But that is a change that I wanted to make, because I was like, you know what? I really need to change that. So next time I'm going to be playing Monk in any content, that's going to be an experience. Right. A red hot piece of carbonized wood that can be used to light fuses, much like the ones found on cobalt explosives. Bum. Has a nice sound when it breaks. It's him! We have found him! And now we will kill him! Well, so many good news. Did you rid us of that priest? A trophy taken from the corpse of the cobalt priest. His helm, ripped from that cunning head of his. You've done me a great service, adventurer. Will you do another for the Red Swallows? Take the helm to a private bluggerball at Camp Bronze Lake. Tell him the priest is dead. Pup that he is, having a trophy will mean much to him. An adventurer or not, you're one of us now. Times aren't just changing, Lynn. They're turning like a mutinied ship. Who knows? Could be that being a friend of the Red Swallows proves a mighty useful thing. Right, I'm gonna unlock the Cobalt Beast Tribe. Finish off these 2 quests over here, and then we're gonna give it. Then we're gonna be done. You are still here, yes? Yes, you are. You would hear the sad tale of Gigu and the 789th? Then listen and weep. Sob, cry, weep. You think you people have it tough? You know nothing. No, nothing at all. Ours is a world of cobalt eat cobalt. Yes, ours is a constant struggle. A labor, a toil, a struggle for survival. Dig and dig, we do. Dig for ore and riches. Dig well and we are rewarded. Better digs are given us. And more weights do our words carry. Dig poorly and we are shunned, reviled, scorned, shunned. You know that cobalt orders have numbers, yes? Yes, you know. The smaller the number, the greater the order. You find this curious, but this is the cobalt way. How many orders, you ask? Yes, how many? 789 we have. And not one more. We exist at the backside of Cobalt Society. The bottom, the rear, the backside. And so, from the tunnels we are driven. Dig more, find more. Make more wealth for your betters. Then you can come home, they say. But this dry vein holds no treasures. No, nothing. Meanwhile, our kin in Ugamoro hoards treasures so great that they toss it away like garbage. Yes, that trash is our treasure. Any moment now we will be judged on our haul. But our sack is empty. Barren, bare, empty. You must go down to the dig and bring back something, anything for us, I beg you. Yes, even the shabbiest scraps will do. Obtain worthless ore. Pathetic. Nope. I was like, don't you go turning around, buddy? As he proceeds to turn around. There we go. From dawn till dusk, dusk till dawn we dig, and yet our barrels are empty. Bare and empty. We are not welcome down below. But you will find something first, yes? Yes, yes, you must. Or so impure as to have no significant value. Could it be? Yes, yes, it could. Why these dirty lumps, chunks, scraps, lumps exceed our haul from the past 3 moons? You have my thanks, adventure, and my gratitude. Oh, but you must not leave so soon. No, no longer. Longer you must stay. Persist, sojourn, stay. Until Zoza has come and gone. Who is Zoga, you ask? Zoga is a giant among kobolds. A beast, a brute, a giant. So smart and strong is Zoga, that his order surges to the top of the ranks. Zoga would lead us all into a new era of prosperity, or so Zoga claims. But this is a sham, yes. Zoga cares only for Zoga. Weak you are? Zoga will use you, then throw you away. Yes, Zoga stomps all over us, tramples, stamps, stomps. This is why you must stay, adventure. Stay and watch over us from the shadows. A gulp. This place reeks. Stinks, smells, reeks. You said you were taking us to a steam bath. You're a big fat liar, a cheat, a fraud, a liar. Stop your bloody squealing. Work before pleasure, or do you want to join the riffraff in the rotten trash heap? No, I thought not. Good greetings, Soga. How kind of you to visit our humble dig. I must say you're looking especially impressive today. Imposing, overpowering, overwhelming, overbearing, Yeah, and you're looking as scruffy as ever, whatever your name was. But enough talk. My time's worth more than your sorry hides. Now let's see what you've got for me. Is this your monthly haul, or what popped out of your arsehole this morning? Once a sluggard, always a sluggard. Stragglers, sloth, sluggards, the lot of you. The 789s are no sluggards, Soga. No, not a one. Every day we toil in the mines. Slave, sweat, toil from dawn until dusk. Yes, we set down our pickaxes only to eat. To eat, and sleep. Eat, sleep? It seems we have a misunderstanding here. A mistake, a misconception, a misunderstanding. Sleep, food, these are luxuries. Comforts, indulgences, luxuries. And luxuries, yes, luxuries are for kobolds who can dig their own weight. You earn nothing. You deserve nothing. You are nothing. No rations for a month or until you increase your haul 100-fold, whichever comes last. But Zoga, we are already weak and hungry. Cut off the food supply and we will starve, wither, die. Then die, yes, die. Each day you live, you breathe our air and eat our food, and give nothing in return. You're a parasite, Gigu. A leech, a sponge, a parasite. Your very existence keeps us from achieving our potential. But I can think of one way you might be of use. Yes. The shriveled carcasses of you and your lot could feed our furnaces. Fodder, fuel, feed for your betters. You cannot mean what you say, Zoga. No. This must be some cruel joke, I jest. The only joke around here is you, Gigu. I'll not repeat myself this time, 100-fold. An ounce less and you'll be the first to burn. Singe, sizzle, burn. Let's go, ladies. Yes, the stench of sloth and stupidity in this dump is making me sick. Remember, ladies, this is the fate of those who don't dig their own weight. Now, I do believe it's time for the steam bath. Whimper. You just got a glimpse of the chat, and that's an interesting thing that you may have seen. And anyway. Oh, woe is me. Misery, misfortune, woe. What has 7 else just happened? I come back from Camp Overlooked only to see some overstuffed kobolds strutting around like he owns the place. You're not so wrong. No, your words are true. Zoga leads the 13th, yes? And has many friends and followers in Ugamaro. His power grows with each day. With each day, one less kobold challenges the word of Zoga. Soon none will be left to oppose him. No, not a one. So what are you saying? That you're just going to let that self-styled tyrant walk all over you? Yes? We have no choice, no recourse, no refuge. What kind of answer is that? Ain't you got a shred of dignity in your own body? Yeah, no. No, I do not. Look, I don't know your cobalt hierarchies from an hole in the ground. What I do know is that if anyone talked to me like that, I'd go to the 7th L and back to cut him down to size. But you are strong, brave. A bold, brave, strong, and I am... Limely enough, Mercy, I can't stand to look the sorry lot of you. Are you kobolds or dormice? Look, you might not have the spine to stand up for yourselves, but Lynn here's and I sure as hells do. Ain't that right, Lynn? Just tell us where we can find the Zoga. You know not what you say. No, you know nothing. It is pure madness to oppose Zoga. Folly, insanity, madness. The only thing was driving me mad is your endless wailing. That settles it. I'm not leaving this stinking hole till Zoga falls on his hands and knees before me begging for mercy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But did you just say something? No, nothing at all. Zoga does not suffer opposition lightly. No, not in the least. If we cross him, he will crush us. We are doomed, cursed, damned, doomed. Oh, Adventure, do not leave us. No, you must not go. The Rokugan woman frightens me ever more than a Zoga. Horrified and terrified. Frightened. But we have no choice. No, we have none. You will protect us from Zoga's bullying, yes? Yes, you will. Equally and physically warlord. No, not today. How, Adventure, you are too kind, generous, gracious, generous, kind. Yes, kind and possessing the strength of 100 kobolds. Yes, 100 kobolds. You do not need Gigu's help. No, you do not. Good luck fighting Zoga, Adventure. I await word of your triumph, your victory, your success. And then we unlock the tribal quests. The kobold tribal quests. Which I will leave for now. I think I'm gonna do those daily, until I reach like a point where I need to level them up, and then I will record the Beast Tribe quest in between. Oh no, your face. Ah, the adventure we delivered my place, but to no avail. Come from Overlook. Is all well there? The priest is dead. The swallows, I thought perhaps they thought my wounds were just deserts and left me to my shame. He did not tell you? I had the ears to watch that night. 'Twas me that failed and near died in the failing. Look, see these cuts inside the helm? One from each of the red swallows. These are the same marks we make in the woods, so that no comrade may be lost. Aye. Thank you for bringing this. I'm the most fortunate man in the world. Alright, and then we can go back to... Hereupon, Ricky! No. And that should also finish off... like, all of the side quests except for the things that unlock different things. Like, most of the side quests in... Lanage. Which is pretty dang good. Mind you, there's still gonna be quests that are gonna unlock once we do, start doing the patches. But, well, yeah. That's for when we start doing the patches. Did you by any chance come from the direction of Camp Overlook? There seems to have been quite a commotion there. A colorful account of the Red Swallow's heroic contributions during an operation to demolish a recently constructed cobalt furnace. A report from Commaster Bluedin. What's this? The Cobalt's crucible is no more. Those damn scurvy fools. Loose cannons to the last, and I'm glad they're on our side. I'm glad they issued them a special commendation then. 100,000 gil for each crewman who contributed to the effort. The nerve of the man. Well, the exact amount will have to be negotiated. I see no reason to be stingy with our coffers of a bounty. A hero there would convince capable men to join our cause. I shall take Commander Bluedin's proposition to command. And now I need to go back to the Waking Sands. Pray return! Right, I totally forgot about that, but this still belongs to, like, the quests. The quest that, yes. No, the quest that originated from, the Waking Sands. Oh, hey, look, the MSQ is there. Seems I've carried you back to me, I see. I've caught wind of me erstwhile matey's triumph, and your contributions as well. You'd have made for a fine pirate yourself, aye? Bringing the pirates together with promise of treasure and glory, that's the blow that I know, aye. And for what I hear, it's already caught the ear of many a buccaneer. Blow-it-in and I go back a ways, we do. You're comrades, friends, and I, even more than that on occasion, if my memory serves. I've got nothing but respect for the man, but building a proper army out of old buccaneers won't be easy. Any idea he comes up with, you can bet Admiral Merle's already had it. Treasure and glory is all well and good, but do you know what truly calls a pirate to the open sea? Freedom, and that's something that the Maelstrom can never offer. But I can only hope that the others of me kind answer the call, aye? Then, and only then, can I be sure that my decision to part with me yellow jacket comrades was the right one. And there we go. So, my friends, that, however, is going to conclude this episode of Just What I Was Playing Final Fantasy XIV. Next episode, we're going to go and start doing the quest in Gridania. Or the Shroud, whatever. Goodbye.